wildest dreams, and it has helped to rejuvenate my own drooping spirit, as they say. I left high school not quite knowing what I was doing, and ended up in Techney, Illinois, which of course is our big seminary where all of us entered in those days. And as I proceeded through the early years of formation, back in those days formation was quite a different kind of thing. I also didn't know really what I was doing. And finally I had an appointment to the Philippines, and when I came here I can't really say that I knew exactly what I was doing, but somehow, step by step, things have always come together. And one of the things that I am eternally grateful for is that I began my career here in the Philippines. Because later I moved on to Africa. And I am very certain that if I had not spent 10 wonderful years in the Philippines, I would probably have been a colossal failure in Africa. But the Filipinos, all of you, are so good at helping us people from outside do the cross-cultural experience. You're very gentle with us. You're very welcoming. You do it with open arms and open heart. And that helped me to feel comfortable in a culture other than my own. And then I went on to Africa, where I spent 15 years with the Muslims. Now when you go to Africa, you're crossing one cultural boundary. When you go to a pastoralist people who graze their cows and camels and sheep and goats across hundreds of square miles of land, you're crossing another cultural boundary. And the group that I worked with for 15 years was entirely Muslim. So that was a gigantic boundary that I had to cross in those days. And I look back at all these things and I say, why did it happen? Why was I able to do what I did? Why was I able to build relationships in all of these different situations from the time I was at left high school until now? Even now, as I come back to the Philippines on a sentimental journey, I find my capacity to build relationships, to make friends and build relationships, is still extremely strong. And I thank God for that. Here in the Philippines, just briefly, I was the first brother to do vocation work for brothers in the Philippines. Brother Tom